Right, guys, knife block, 4 knives. There's the word summer on 2 knives, and there's the word winter on another 2 knives. If you get summer, you need to bring us a summer dish. If you get winter, you need to bring us a winter-inspired dish. You battle off against each other.
Oh, no.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hands on gently. Let's go.
No.
Right, what do we got?
But why are you laughing so much, Khan? That's what I want to know.
It's always Sashi and I.
So, Sashi, you're battling it off with Khan with the theme summer. Jess, you're battling it off with Ben with the theme winter.
Your time starts now.
For today's summer dish, I'm doing pan-seared barramundi with rasam broth, grilled fennel, and cherry tomatoes. I want to get my crispy skin in the oven so it can get golden brown. Then I start working on my rasam broth. I need to make sure it's packed with flavor. So I get some fresh coriander. Rasam is primarily made with tamarind tomatoes, spices, garlic, and turmeric.
I'm liking the smell of this. What I can smell is sourness, is tamarind. Is that right?
I'm making a tomato rasam.
Yeah.
It's a refreshing broth. I'm serving that with a pan-fried barramundi.
Okay.
And a grilled fennel.
Why is that summer for you?
For me, it's summer throughout the year in Singapore. So rasam is part of our daily meal.
I love it. And this is refreshing, I suppose, because it's acidic and sour.
I'm adding a tinge of lemon juice based on the sourness of the tamarind.
Yeah,
also.
nice. Do you reckon you can beat that fella across there?
He is good.
So you're good too.
Yeah.
Let's see who wins.
Hey, Sashi.
Yeah, man.
I can see exactly what Sashi's doing. It smells incredible. So if I want to beat him in this round, my dish has to be on point.
Summer and winter on a plate. Come on, you 4. 30 minutes to go.
Wow.
Sashi,
Yeah, man.
are you sure you don't want to put any chocolate in that?
I'm putting a lot of chocolate in this today. Hips and hips.
Rasam is a very traditional South Indian dish, but I'm trying to put my spin by making it a bit refined. Grilled fennel and fish, I think, will go very well together. And I'm adding some cherry tomatoes to the rasam so that it gives an additional freshness to the dish. Now I start to season my fish and put it in the pan to cook. I need to keep an eye on the fish. That fish is the hero of the dish. It needs to be cooked perfectly. Hopefully, when I assemble the whole dish, it comes out well.
Win this duel, and you're 1 cook away from that advantage. 10 minutes to go.
Come on, guys, come on.
We're loving the energy, but you only got 5 minutes. You need to be plating up. 5 minutes to go!
The bara looks very good. I'm happy with the way it's cooked. Maybe not.
I'm not convinced that the fish is cooked 100%. So I put it back in the pan for about 45 seconds, and now I'm convinced it's cooked perfectly. I need to start plating up. I strain the rasam broth into a jug. I put a barramundi on the center, 2 grilled fennels over and around the fish, slice up 1 cherry tomato, 2 halves around the fish. Hopefully, my flavors be good enough for the judges.
10 seconds. 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it. Your time's up.
How'd you go, big fella, all right? Oh, it looks beautiful. Yeah.
Right, our second summer dish. Sashi,
I'm proud of what I've done today. It looks exactly what I've pictured in my mind. Hopefully, it has a very good balance of flavors and textures.
What's the dish?
Pan-fried barramundi with grilled fennel and rasam. And I also have some crispy skin barramundi.
And the summary elements?
Summer, it reminds me of Singapore, very hot. Rasam is part of our daily diet.
Beautiful, love it. Get up here and sauce, let's taste. What do you reckon?
Smells wonderful.
Yeah.
Cooked beautifully, Sashi. Really beautifully. Well done.
Wow, that's nicely cooked. Look at that.
It's gorgeous.
It's pretty special.
It's a beautiful dish. Fish cooked really well. Love that crispy, sort of salty skin. That broth is yum.
Thank you.
This is a summer dish. Makes me happy.
You all right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I mean, I know what the traditional dish is, but I like it in your version. I like the fennel, I like the tomatoes. It's delicious. I like the crispy skin. I like the fact that that gorgeous sauce is championing that piece of barramundi. It's lovely.
Yeah, what I love is you've taken a classic Mediterranean summer dish of fish, grilled fennel, tomatoes, textbook flavours of the south of France, and you've combined it with this lovely South Indian rasam. And the clever part of it is adding those peeled tomatoes and grilled fennel, because they add some more freshness, and pull down the heat and the intensity of the rasam. So, Sashi, really good.
As you were saying it, I'm going, oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Delicious.
Well done, Sashi. Great job.
Today, you'll be cooking mine.
Gosh, no.
Damn.
My roast chicken, summer vegetables, and green herb consomme.
Go, Ben.
Time starts and we get to our bench to see the recipe. It's 7 bloody pages long. It might be 7 pages, but I've just got to understand and read it through carefully.
Go, surgeon, Ben. Looking focused. Good.
This is my second time in blacks in the same week. I learn a lot from cooking along with Gordon. Really took that advice to be clean and methodical, just trying to take that same approach.
Come on, guys. Focus. Read your recipes.
Little nervous.
Not wanting to put any pressure on you, but Chloe's already taking the skin off the chicken. You're 50 minutes in to this challenge already.
Move quicker.
Just gonna test this mousse. I think it's pretty close.
How is it, okay?
Good.
Need more salt.
Good job, Crispin.
Just about to crack on with deboning the chicken.
I know how to break down a chicken and I'm confident with my butchery skills, so hopefully that helps me get ahead. I've now got to separate the skin from the breast, working my fingers in between and making sure that I don't tear anything.
Getting all the skin off and still intact. I think I've done pretty well.
Go, Ben. Looking great.
How important is it to keep that chicken skin intact?
Obviously, to help hold the mousse inside. Also helps keep the moisture in, obviously it allows that flavour.
So they could be in real trouble if they don't get it right at this stage.
Right.
Am I doing the right thing here?
Follow the instructions.
Yeah. I feel creepy. I get my skin away from the breasts.
Good job, Joe. You're ahead.
Now I've got to get the mousse inside and get it in the water bath. Matt's chicken had a fine, not too thick coating of the mousse underneath the skin. So I'm really conscious of how that looked and I want to make sure it's not too thick and not too thin.
Stay precise, Joe.
It needs to be nice and tidy.
want to massage your mousse, so the breast's entirely covered with the mousse.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
It's great. Well done, Joe.
I'm excited.
Looking really good.
Very good.
Oh, look at Ben's. Ben looks amazing, Ben.
Ben is killing it with the whole caramelisation. Good chopping of bones, good caramelisation. Let's go, yeah?
I'm really stoked that George is really liking the look of my consommé. It gives me a boost to kick on with this dish. Once the chicken's browned off, I get a mirepoix of veggies in there and start to get some real colour on them.
Keep working that back in all the time.
Beautiful. And I mean, there to go black.
Correct.
Ben's on fire.
Deglaze the pan with some white wine, then add some chicken stock. I need to let it simmer for 30 minutes. I have to pay close attention. I've really got to get depth of flavour, just like Matt's consommé.
How's it taste?
Guys, don't forget, you still have to clarify your consommes as well.
And that's the reserve breast for the raft.
Come on, guys. Come on, Ben.
Once I've set the herb oil aside, I move back to my consommé to get it drained off and ready for the raft. The purpose of the raft is to make the consommé clear and not have any lumps or impurities in it whatsoever. I'm quite nervous about this process, but also excited and ready to learn something new. To make the raft, I take 100 grams of chicken breast, 200 grams of egg whites, and some herbs and blitz it in the food processor. Pouring the raft into the stock, it will cook the egg whites and float to the top of the consommé.
As it cooks, it brings everything together and comes to the top. What you don't want it to do is stick on the bottom, so you can gently stir it.
So the impurity coming up.
Leave it. And Gina, if you can put the spatula in and scrape the bottom without disturbing the raft.
Thank you.
Come on, guys, 8 minutes to go.
Come on, guys. Come on, Ben.
It's time to plate up. I've got to strain the consommé off and get it in the jug. I only need 30 mils. It all comes down to how clear the consommé is. It's looking really good. Tastes really good too.
Ben looks amazing, Ben.
Now I need to pour my strained herb oil into a squeeze bottle to serve with my consommé later.
Guys, you've got 5 minutes to go.
Come on!
Come on, Gina. Come on, Joe. Have the chicken. Come on, Ben. Come on, Chloe. Get your chicken on the plate.
Come on, Aldo.
10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up.
I think being a part of just cooking this dish has just been an amazing experience.
Hey, guys.
Just as good as cooking along with Gordon the other day. I'm really happy with a few of the elements on my dish. Consommé tastes great, and pouring it out on the plate, it looks fantastic.
Does that feel good? 3 hours of cooking and you put up that?
Feel really good, actually. After cooking with Gordon the other day, it was just a real eye-opener. First time in elimination.
You've had a patchy few weeks here, as in you put up some food I'm sure you're not happy with, but also you've made an immunity challenge, you've put up some great dishes in black. What does it make you motivated to stay determined in the face of those setbacks?
It's just definitely proving to myself that I can and do deserve to be here. I love showing the other guys, you know, what I can do as well.
If you cook well in black, you become a very big threat to everyone else in that competition, and I think they're starting to see that now.
Yeah, good.
We'll taste now.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That consommé looks good, doesn't it?
It does look great. Let's taste.
What do you think?
Consommé, absolutely amazing. I mean, I'd serve that in the restaurant, no questions asked.
That consommé is absolutely beautiful, a wonderful colour, a fantastic depth.
Yeah. You know what he's done? He's worked hard on being generous with the flavours. You know, the depth of flavour that he's got out of the consommé is outstanding. The mousse is well seasoned, and the chicken is beautifully moist. Fantastic.
Ben's done a great job. Heston is this culinary magician. And one of the things he's become most famous for is ensuring that when you sit down at dinner or you sit down at the Fat Duck, what's on the plate isn't always as it seems. The elimination that will decide which three of you join Laura, Jamie, and Amelia in finals week is all about one thing. It's all about deception. Bringing us a dish that says one thing to the eyes, but another thing to the palate.
Trying to make one thing appear as something else is far harder than you'd think, especially when it's 4 judges and Heston himself. I mean, this is almost impossible.
Right, 30 minutes of planning with Heston, and then 90 minutes to cook.
I want some wonderment, some magic, and above all, some total deliciousness. You've now got 30 minutes to start planning, starting from now. So what do you think?
What I'm thinking of is I want to do like a bonfire, basically. So I want to cook some beef sous vide, perfectly cooked through, have it rolled in charred leek ash so it actually looks like charcoal.
Yep.
Also want to do some potatoes but shaped also like charcoal, rolled in squid ink, so it's all going to be black.
Yeah.
Maybe stack it up with charred leek twig.
You're going to have to get going really quickly because of all of that drying and charring and that process.
Yes. Does it sound okay to you?
It sounds okay to me, yeah,
Great.
definitely.
Good. Thank you.
Heston's main concern with my idea is that it's going to take a lot of time, but I think if I can really, really concentrate and really push hard, I can do it. What I want to do is build a kind of campfire, and when they cut into it, it's not as they seem, because it's going to be potatoes and it's going to be beef. In order to get the ash for the steak, I'm using the green part of the leek, which a lot of people don't even use anyway. Throw them in the oven on full bore and leave them to burn. It'll probably take about an hour.
Leek ash is quite bitter, yeah?
Not as bitter as onion ash. I've used it before. It only gets a very thin coating. You don't need much, it dusts off.
Also got to do the twigs. I use the white part of the leek, slice it and thinly julienne it, and get it on a tray in the oven to burn as well. As soon as I've got the leeks in the oven charring, I then need to get the steak in the sous vide. So I put each steak into a bag with a bit of thyme, a bit of garlic, and a bit of butter.
I'm being very ambitious for 90 minutes. But you know what? It's going to be better this way. I'm not going home doing a half-assed job.
Let's go, Brenty.
The other 3 are already cooking, and I can't work out what to do.
How is it going?
It's going okay. Yep, I've got the steaks in sous vide to medium rare. I've got the leeks drying out. I've got the twigs in this one and the ash in this one.
Yep.
I'm just about to start on the potatoes to get them in to make the fondant potatoes, which I'm going to cover in squid ink to make black as well.
Yep.
And I want to serve it with smoke. Is it?
Yeah, I like that. The charred look and the smoke. I think that ties in really nicely. One thing I'd say, sometimes when you do the charred parts of it, because you drive all the moisture out, you might want to take moisture from your mouth when you eat it, which means the dish could be a bit dry.
Okay.
Just think about the moisture, the juiciness, and the acidity.
Yes, yes.
Lovely idea.
I love it.
Thank you.
It's a great idea.
Having Heston question me about how dry and how bitter the dish is going to be reinforces what I already know, I think, and I've got to really question myself as to have I got enough in here that's going to balance that out.
2 words, delicious deception. 45 minutes to go, come on.
Come on, guys.
The sauce is extremely important to this dish because I've got so much ash and burnt stuff on there, and I want to have it slightly sweet in order to counteract all that saltiness and bitterness from the other components. So I'd make a red wine sauce to go with it because it's steak. Hot. Once the potatoes are cooked down and the chicken stock's pretty much become a glaze, I add a couple of tablespoons of squid ink. Get them coated, I mean, they look so black. They look like wet charcoal, which is perfect.
Good? It's good, it's quite salty, but
Very
quite
salty. I want salty, but I'm actually worried that it's too salty. So this whole flavour mix balance is really in question in my mind now. You know, is this dish going to be too salty and too bitter and completely wide of the mark?
Benny, I think you burnt it.
Whoops, I burned my leek.
Unlike some things, when you burn that green part of the leek, it still tastes a little leaky, a little oniony. It's bitter, but it's not inedible. And because it's been put through a sieve and it's so fine, it gives a very thin coating on the steak. And hopefully, it'll work to give the appearance of charcoal, but not the taste. Pull the steak out from the sous vide machine, and I'm right on the limit here.
It's just cooked through, nice and rare. I'm trying to find some bits that look like charcoal now.
Got to get it caramelised in a hot pan before I can rest it for a good 10 minutes before I roll them in the ash and get them on the plate. The steaks have to be perfect medium rare because that's the way you should eat a steak like that. And more than anything, the black outside needs to give way to a beautiful red colour when you cut it open. I've barely got enough time to do this and I'm really freaking out.
With a challenge like this and 10 minutes to go, you want to be thinking about plating up right now. 10 minutes to go, come on.
Come on, let's go.
Go, Benny. It's looking good. Let's go, Ben. Come on.
1 minute to go. The potato coal's going on. I don't even have the steak covered in ash yet. I give it a good coating and really gently place each bit on each plate. Next, I get my twigs out, make it look like a real burnt campfire.
Excitement, magic, and wonderment is 10 seconds away. 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done,
guys.
Great cooking.
It's hard to explain just how nerve-wracking it is going through to have the judges and Heston taste your food. But I'm actually weirdly excited about the dish today. I think I've put so much of myself into this dish that I'm just going to be pleased whatever happens.
Ben, that looks great. We're all excited by this one.
Good.
Yeah? What's the dish, first of all?
It's a campfire.
With some beef sous vide rolled in charred leek ash, charred leek twigs, and some potato shaped also like charcoal rolled in squid ink.
Gee, you've come a long way, haven't you? Do you want to set fire to your bonfire, or...?
Yeah, we better get it started, I guess. Skills.
Right, so what do we do from here?
You lift the lid off, you experience the bonfire.
Yeah.
You can extinguish the smoke with the sauce.
Let's hope it tastes as good as it looks.
Thank you. Enjoy, guys.
Ben's done that brilliantly. Oh, absolutely smashing. The creaminess of that potato, the creaminess and the sweetness of the onion, the acidity of that gravy that cuts against any bitterness and saltiness in the burnt offering. Gee, I can't remember when we've seen stuff as good as this in this kitchen.
The visual impact of the dish, with the smoke under the cloth, you lift the cloth and you get the smoke and you see the fire. And then that goes, and then as you start eating, there's no bitterness coming from the ash, the vegetable ash. And then that sauce just picks everything up. It brings you straight back into the fire again. Like, keeps pulling you back into it.
It's very clever. And I'm floored.
When we set that challenge, did I ever think that we'd be eating, tasting, testing, seeing something like this?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I think it's brilliant.